Hello and welcome to Take 5 with the Regional Chamber. I'm Kim Calvert. The Cadence Care Network is a nonprofit agency that focuses on the behavioral and emotional well-being of children and teenagers, as well as the treatment and placement of youth in compassionate and qualified foster care homes. In 2022, the organization opened the Cadence Coffeehouse and Creperie to provide vulnerable youth with job training and life skills. Talia Hagler visited the coffee shop to find out how the social enterprise is faring almost 2 years in.
Opening a coffee shop was pretty far outside the box for the Cadence Care Network team. The organization is a community mental health provider and treatment foster care provider. But when they received a grant from the state that allowed them to do resiliency-based programming, the idea for Cadence Coffeehouse and Creperie was born.
We thought it'd be best to establish a social enterprise that allowed us to give kids jobs, kids specifically with mental health issues that would struggle in an employment situation and might need more employment. So really wanted to create a safe place for these kids to get the skills they need and then push them out there in the community and doing well.
As they approach the 2-year anniversary of the coffee shop, it's clear the idea is working.
It's going fantastic. Actually, we've graduated about 6 kids to date. So we have kids moved on to jobs that they're fully capable of. They leave here with the skills that they need to move on into those jobs.
But of course, the Coffee House is just one of Cadence Care's programs. The organization is the Ohio Rise care management entity for Trumbull and Mahoning counties. Ohio Rise is a Medicaid service that works with kids that have severe behavioral health issues. The agency's care coordinators provide wraparound services for about 850 kids.
And they are doing phenomenal work in making sure that no kids fall through the cracks, making sure that families' voices are heard, and making sure that they get what they need, because our systems are hard to navigate. And as a parent, it can get confusing. You're dealing with all these different professionals trying to tell you what you should or shouldn't do with your kid, how you can deal with them. And at the end of the day, that care coordinator really kind of cuts through some of that and coordinates those services and really does that, provides that help there.
Cadence Care also provides behavioral health services in schools. This makes it much easier for families to access care. Starting in the fall, they'll be in 18 school districts. Another way the organization is making it easier to access care is by offering intensive home-based services to 7 through 12-year-olds with complex needs.
I think intensive home-based is a big piece of what we do. That program is really going to focus on keeping 7 to 12-year-olds out of the child welfare system, which, child welfare system is absolutely necessary, but at the end of the day, we know the outcomes when kids end up going in there, despite the best intentions, not always the best outcome. So how do we change some of that and impact some of that? Keeping them out of the system is going to help us do that, I think.
Offering this wide range of programming and services allows Cadence Care Network to fulfill their mission of supporting kids and families in pursuing their best possible life. For Take 5 with the Regional Chamber, I'm Talia Hagler.
The coffee shop is open Monday through Saturday. To see hours and learn more about the shop, visit cadencecoffeehouse.com. To learn more about Cadence Care Network, visit cadencecare.org. And now to an organization focused on empowering boys and young men of color through educational, financial, and emotional support. The Boiz Foundation offers mentoring, college scholarships, and trips to college campuses, museums, and local businesses. The nonprofit also hosts an empowerment series teaching boys and young men things like financial literacy and life skills.
Ultimately, I think what we want is more young men going to college, obviously, because that's our first mission. If not going to college, going to a trade school. Obviously, being able to be just good human beings and good young men, and know that you don't have to succumb to the streets to achieve certain things or what have you, or get certain things. You can be an honest person, go to work, love your family, and you could be just fine. So that's kind of the ultimate piece of what we would like as a foundation.
The organization hosts several fundraisers throughout the year. The next one, Cigars and Sundresses, is coming up in August. For more on that and to learn more about the nonprofit, visit coolboysfoundation.org. We hope you enjoyed this edition of Take 5, and we'll see you again next week. With the Regional Chamber, I'm Kim Calvert.
Take 5 with the Regional Chamber is produced by Mahoning Valley Productions, where we tell your stories.